Who's that girl? La 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 la. Let's get into this lace wig. Welcome back, beautiful people. From You See the Girl is Dancing. You know we are back with another Wiggins wig tutorial for y'all. And you know a girl is super excited whenever I get these units from Wiggins because I know it's gonna be bomb.com. But of course, you know we gotta get into our unboxing. And as you saw the first part of the video, we will be rocking a lace front bob wig. That's the unit that we'll be rocking. But of course, you know we're gonna save the best for last. Of course, as per usual, we got a pair of lashes in our box, and I'm just always excited about my little goodies that come in these boxes. We also got an edge brush, which is absolutely always needed. We also got a melt band, which is always needed as well. Everything is always needed for me. And of course, we are living for these HD wig caps. These are absolutely some of my favorite wig caps to use these days because it's just given melt.com. And we got, of course, our drawstring bag. That's the bag that you use to place your wig in when you're done. So this is the unit. It's a medium cap, and this is a 13x4 lace front wig. And yeah, like I was so impressed when I removed this wig from the box itself. I was like, okay, Wiggins, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing, Wiggins. But before we get into all of this goodness, guys, we have to check out the lace. It's a transparent lace. Like, I couldn't tell you about the texture of the hair. Look at that lace. Pre-bleach, pre-plucked. What? Listen, I am just living for these units from Wiggins Hair, and this is the 14 inches, by the way, and they do have them in other lengths, and the hair feels super soft. Listen, so that is what inside the cap looks like. And as I said before, it's a 13x4, and this is actually true to size, and it comes with some combs in the unit. So I'm counting about 3 combs and this adjustable strap, and this one also had some grits on it, which I love. The beauty about Wiggins Hair, you know, is they're always looking to upgrade their units in whatever way they can, and I always love that. The hair is super soft, it's super bouncy, as you can see, absolutely no shedding, and this is 100% human virgin hair. And as you can see, it's transparently. So let's just jump right into this installation. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Remember to like, comment, and of course subscribe if you are new. So of course, you know, you have to fix up the little ear, you know, just make sure that we pull in those edges because we want to get that all secured and all nice. So when we get our wig on, this straight hair will be laid.com. So as I said, guys, I am just loving these HD lace caps because it makes the process so much easier. And then I am going in with my Got To Be spray, of course. And I didn't even remember that I should cut out my ear tabs, but there we go. You know, better late than never. So I'm going to go ahead now and remove those. I don't know, what is your technique when you are installing your wigs? Because I realize that for me personally, depending on the type of unit or the mood that I'm in, I always have different versions of ways of how I install my wigs, and sometimes it comes out like better than the time before, and I just keep on surprising myself. And I remember I was so intimidated when I just started installing my wigs, and look at me now, like I'm not even worried for a bit. Like, yeah. So after that, now I'm going to go ahead now and use my Got To Be, basically just to melt that down properly because we don't want any lifting or anything like that. So I'm using just one layer and of course getting that dried. And remember to be patient when you are drying the hair. And then of course, you know, you want it to blend right in, so getting your foundation is also important. I have already gone ahead and adjusted my strap, so I'm going to just literally pull the strap over to the back of my head and literally just pull over my wig just like that and flip it over. But then as I was like adjusting this, I remember I'm just saying to myself that why does it feel But listen, before I get into how does it feel, can you see the lace? Can you see the hairline on this unit? But as I was saying, I was just saying it felt a little bit big because it's supposed to be like a medium cap, but I didn't understand why it felt that way. Listen, only to realize that I did not adjust my straps towards the back. Silly me. So I had to, take off the wig, go ahead and readjust the straps and pop it right back on. And can I tell you, this is more like it. It feels so snug, so I can definitely tell the difference. Ensure that you adjust that extra straps towards the back, not just the removable one. So the first thing I always love to do is to remove like a portion of the lace where my ear is, so that it fits or sits comfortably on my head. This is a medium cap, by the way, and I always say trying to get medium. I think small may work for me as well, but I always say it's best that I get it big and then I can go ahead and adjust it, and then after which I can just go ahead and do that. And a girl is feeling herself because the bob is bobbing, and I am loving this. And you know what I love is when you can just remove a hair out the box and you don't have to do much with it, because it's a wig, and that's what wigs are supposed to be doing. Wigs are supposed to be giving a convenience at its best. So I just use just one spray of my Got2b, and then I am going to go ahead and brush that in so I can have my lace melted with, of course, using my brand new melt band. Talk nice to me. And I'm going to go ahead now and melt that down for a bit, and that is why I remove the ear tab before, because when you do that, it just melts and sits properly on your head altogether. So I just went ahead now and make some slits to remove my lace, and I'll forever be using this, because one of the things too in doing wigs that can be very intimidating is removing the lace. So I just make 3 slits and then I go into like a zigzag motion, and it usually tends to work for me personally. I am no expert. I've never been to cosmetology school or anything of that sort, so I definitely it works for me. So I have been just doing that, and as you can see, the lace is melted to perfection, and then just removing any imperfections there using my hot comb to basically just run through any little flyaways. I didn't really have any, to be honest with you, but I'm just using that to melt it down and just to go through my hair. And surprisingly, this hair directly out the pack did not even need any form of flat ironing. I just went ahead and used some of my wax sticks in between the hair and just use my hot comb and run that through. And as you can see, the hair is definitely giving. And as I said, once it is Wiggins hair, guys, I know I am about to get a good wig. So to reiterate my part, this is just me being extra as I always am. I'm using a little bit of my concealer mixed with my foundation just to reiterate my part, and then I'm going to go ahead now and blend off any imperfections using my powder, of course. And yeah, this is pretty much is I was able to install this wig in less than 30 minutes, I believe, probably a little bit more than that considering the drying time with the glue. And of course, I always want to ensure that my lace is melted to perfection. So put that on, got ready, and here is the final look. Can we get into this lace? Can we get into this transparent lace? Can we get into this 14 inches? What about the lace front bob wig, 100% virgin human hair, no shedding, 13x4 from Wiggins Hair? Listen, all the details, of course, will be linked down in my description box. You can click that and it takes you directly over to the Wiggins store where you can shop this unit and more, and there are other lengths available as well. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe.